All right, we're in the kitchen this morning with Nan Rodeo and Judy Johnson from Chester's Upper Deck at the Virginia Beach oceanfront. Nan, Judy, we're making something seafood. What are we making this morning?
We are making an indulgent seafood pot pie for Valentine's Day.
Okay, so your little pie, you're going to pack it full of seafood. What kind of seafood are we putting in there, Judy?
We have lobster and crab and scallops and shrimp and langostinos.
Okay, and Nan, is this difficult? This easy? How do you rate this one?
It's easy for me because Judy makes it.
Oh, okay. There you go. You just put it on Judy. I know.
Just put it on. It's actually not that difficult a dish to make. It's a pot pie.
Okay.
So it's kind of seafood's comfort food.
Okay, you're going to prove that to us in just a moment, so we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Hampton Road Show, back in the kitchen with Nan Rodeo and Judy Johnson from Upper Deck Restaurant at Virginia Beach oceanfront. Today we're making a tasty seafood pot pie. All right, Judy, you are the main chef here. You tell us what you got going on and what are your what's in this this pot pie?
This pot pie has celery, carrots, onions, and mushrooms. We deglazed it with a little white wine. We're going to add some tarragon and heavy cream. And then we're going to put all this luscious butter poached seafood in there.
Butter poached seafood,
yes,
which includes lobster, shrimp, crab
scallops, crab meat, and langostinos.
Oh my gosh. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, this is a little decadent. It's something something special for Valentine's Day. And then we're going to put it in a little puff pastry crust. And it won't take much longer.
You know, you make it sound kind of easy.
It's not really that hard.
Just the ingredients, right?
Yep, it's just the ingredients. And butter poaching is not a hard thing to do.
What is that exactly?
Basically, you're going to take butter, melt it down, and keep it at a fairly low heat, and put your seafood in there until it's cooked through. And then you drain it off, but it adds such a nice richness to the seafood.
Do you use much butter?
I would say there's quite a bit of butter in
Yeah,
this particular recipe.
if you're draining off the butter.
Yes.
Right now?
Yes.
Yeah, you're using a lot. Okay,
Like
so
I say, this is an indulgent thing, something for a special occasion.
Okay, so you just added the heavy cream.
I did.
You just want to get this to where it's nice and soft?
Nice and soft. I'm going to let this bubble up a little bit, and then I'm going to add my cooked seafood.
Okay, the mushrooms. What kind of mushrooms are they?
These are cremini mushrooms,
Okay.
baby portobellos. They have a nice earthy flavor.
Right. Okay, so pot pie needs a pastry dish too. What do you got going on with the pastry?
We have a puff pastry. It's in the oven. It might be almost ready to come out.
Hey, Nan, you want to help me over here?
Sure.
Come
I think we need
Come on,
two
Nan.
more minutes.
Okay, that looks good. So, anything special with the pastry?
Well, I cut it in a pretty little decorative thing. I used something I found around the house and cut it in a little shape. I'm going to put it on a sheet pan and cook it. It takes a fairly high heat, about 450, 500 degrees.
For about how long,
For
Judy?
about 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay, Nan, tell me about Upper Deck. You got something planned special for Valentine's?
We do. We have a sweetheart dinner on Saturday. We're going to do some special menus, one of which will be our seafood pot pie. We have our DJ that will play a variety of ballroom, swing, and shag.
Oh, wow.
So, Upper
Fun
Deck,
night.
It's a fun night. Upper Deck is one of those few places where you'll come for an evening. You'll come, bring your wife, have dinner, stay and dance.
Oh, yeah.
It's about one of the few places in our area where you can actually go, sit down and enjoy your evening and dance.
And continue to party all night long.
And continue to party
and
all
of course,
night
make
long.
reservations for that.
That would be wonderful, yes.
Hey, Judy, should we add the seafood about now?
We sure should.
All right, Nan. This is the fun part here. And you should look at this seafood. This looks wonderful.
That's big old pieces of lobster and crab in there. Scallops.
Scallops.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to put a wrap on this seafood pot pie, and in a few minutes, Judy, we're going to try to stuff some what? Pears?
So, stuff some pears with chocolate.
Stuffed pears with chocolate. Yummy. That sounds perfect for Valentine's Day. All right, Nan and Judy, good job, and we'll check back with you in just a few minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Back now in the kitchen with Nan Rodeo and Judy Johnson from Upper Deck Restaurant in Virginia Beach. Today we're making a tasty seafood pot pie with a puff pastry, and then we're going to get to a yummy dessert. We're going to stuff some pears. Is that
That's
right,
right.
Judy?
They're red wine poached pears with a little cinnamon And it's really simple to do that. You just peel the pears, put them in a little red wine with some sugar, a cinnamon stick, and cook them for about 10 minutes.
Okay, do you want to finish up the seafood pot pie first?
I sure do.
Okay.
All we have to do now is we have a nice puff pastry crust. There's a top and a bottom. You just dish the seafood pot pie right in there and top it with the crust.
This looks really awesome. This is something special for Valentine's
It is
weekend?
something special for Valentine's Day because I will say that it is not locale.
Right, right.
That's
Well, you got to
something
throw
that
the rules out for
Yeah,
Valentine's Day.
that's
Especially.
right.
Okay, so put it in the bowl. Put the puff
Top
pastry on top.
it with the pre-cooked puff pastry. Put a little lobster claw on there. We'll serve it with a little asparagus, just like that one
So that's
over
how
there.
it finished.
Yes.
All right, and do we want to stuff that pear?
Sure. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
Awesome! I get to do it, huh?
There you go.
Well, you got to walk me through it. I've stuffed envelopes. I've stuffed my face, but I've never stuffed a pear. All
We
right,
have
Judy.
chocolate chips, pecans, and a little bit of salt.
Okay.
That we're going to put in the pear in the bottom.
Okay. Really, just stuff that sucker, right?
That's all you have to do with that.
Okay.
And if you'll set
Easy
it
enough.
right here on the phyllo dough, I'm going to wrap it up just like we wrapped that one up right there, and we'll put that in the oven for just like 4 or 5 minutes till it just gets lightly brown.
Judy, you say phyllo dough. I thought that was paper.
It is paper thin. It is a paper thin dough.
Okay, so you're going to wrap it in the phyllo dough, and then you're going to put it in the oven
Put it
for
in the
how
oven
long?
for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
And when it comes out, it'll look like this. And
Oh,
then
wow.
we're going to drizzle it with a little bit
Excuse me.
of a cherry. It's the reduced sauce that we cook the pears in. Red wine and dried cherries.
Oh, that looks awesome.
That's a nice little Valentine's dessert.
Something tells me that's a good compliment with the seafood pot pie.
Yes. It's a little tart. Kind of cuts the richness of the seafood pot pie.
And the inside, I guess, melts the chocolate.
Yes, it does. It melts the chocolate, so when you cut into it, you've got melted chocolate, you've got nuts.
Okay, Judy, once you get done with this delicious dinner, then Nan, it's time to party because nobody parties more like the Upper Deck.
No, they don't.
I mean, if you love beach music, Chester's Upper Deck Restaurant is the place to be. Tell me about this weekend because you got a really special weekend ahead.
This weekend we have a special Sweethearts dinner on Saturday with the DJ. And then on Sunday we have one of the top beach music bands coming for performance, and that's the Craig Woolard Band. And it's an afternoon concert, which we like to do because our clientele's a little bit more our age. So we'll start at 4, we'll go to 9 so that you'll be home in time to get in bed early. But they are an awesome, awesome band, high energy, lots of dancing. So if you're a shag person, this is the weekend for you. 1 weekend a month we do ballroom on Saturday night,
wow.
and 1 weekend a month we do East Coast swing on a Saturday night.
Beach music is so much fun.
Yes, it is.
This has got to be one of the funnest places in town, and you're known for that, too. You
Yes,
guys have
we
had
are.
a few awards, right? Tell me
We're
about that.
3 years in a row for Best of Beach for dining and dancing. So we're getting there.
And Upper Deck Restaurant, 16th Street in Atlantic.
Yes.
Oceanfront view. Tell me about the restaurant.
Restaurant is on the 2nd floor, so you can look out over the water. The pier's there, so you can see who's catching what fish. And at Christmas time, we get the advantage of having all the lights that we can see from upstairs. So it's really a very unique place. It's the only place on the beach that was actually built as a supper club. So it's very unique in the way it is, and there's no bad seats in there. So we plan to party. We plan to give everyone a wonderful experience and a good evening.
And if you want to find out more, you can visit chester'supperdeck.com or call 428-0048. All right, Judy, come on here and wrap it up. We've got a perfect complement of wine to go with the seafood pot pie.
And the chocolate stuffed poached pear.
And what other specialties do you guys specialize at Chester's Upper Deck?
We have beautiful jumbo lump crab cakes as well as gorgeous jumbo flounder. And we've got fresh catch rockfish in this week, so we'll be doing some rockfish specials for Valentine's Day as well.
And one more question for you, Judy. Do you shag?
No, I do not.
Come on.
I can swim.
Yes, I do.
There you go.
They've taught me.
Okay, well, you have to if you work at Chester's Upper Deck. Hey, great job, guys, and have a great weekend.
Thank you. Appreciate it.